Exposed.
So this is Carlos Morgan, Kwame Damon Mason, Director of Solar Nights, Past, Present, and Future.
Rufus John.
Hi, I'm Colleen James.
I'm Fitz, the Whip Vanderpool.
Hi, this is Barry White.
Hey y'all, I'm Rudy Blair. You're listening to Black Exposed.
Black Exposed.
Black Exposed.
Black Exposed.
And you're listening to Sandra Tyler on Black Exposed. Black Exposed.
You in the presence of a king.
I'm Sandra Tyler, and you're listening to Black Exposed on 98.5 CKWR. Welcome to Black Exposed with Sandra Tyler, KW's first and Canada's only show on primetime FM radio with black content and all black Canadian music. Tonight, we celebrate our black Canadian female trailblazers with the series Pass That Black Crown Queen, featuring renowned Canadian author Wanda Taylor passing the crown to Waterloo Region Records crime reporter Cheyenne. This week's black Canadian artist spotlight is Nova's Glow from Calgary, Alberta. Tonight's interview music bed is Canada's own Queen of Afrobeats, Xochi. I'll be playing her single Colombia later on in the show. And firing up your Tuesday all-black Canadian drive-home street mix is DJ DUBLE. So let's get this ish started. The all-black Canadian drive-home street mix starts now.
You're listening to Black Exposed.
Spun by DJ DUBLE.
Black Exposed with Sandra Tyler.
Black Exposed.
What's going on?
This is Righteous Allah, the administrative truth.
Yo, what up? Yo, this is Pro Logic from the Flavonoids. You got it locked in with them Canada's illest DJ.
DJ DUBLE.
Yeah.
Canada's illest DJ.
It's a whole lot of superstars up in here tonight. Yo, let me set this off, man. This young humper nigga. Check this out. What? I'm in here for DJ DUBLE. Girlie see me and slow down like they having car trouble. So I'ma probably wanna pair my smart device with your smart bubble and get it poppin'. I'm in a rock group called Smackin' Pumpkins, pumpin' Fontarelli. And that Machiavelli got the freak booty jelly pumpin' lovely out the telly. Holla at Savino gang on my East Coast run. It's Young Hump up in Swahili Village with Pace.
Just like a mushroom, I'm a fun guy. Run my credit, the score is dumb high. Somewhere around 815. Wanna see for yourself, great, just come by. The center of my vineyard, believe you tongue-tied. The grapes are pesticide free and sun-dried. I came a long way since a young fry. Now I'm a school of hard knocks alumni.
Something a death wish.
The stupid leaves me breathless.
We'll try to get slick.
Fire kids.
Something a death wish.
Fire kids.
Something a death wish. Yeah, we gonna kill them and fill them up with that real dough. Bring on the we gonna kill them and fill them up with that real dough. Bring on the ceiling, we illin' villains with no feelings with no hope. Tell them revealing my feelings dirty, don't eat soap. You a fanboy stealing, concealing all the run stove. My brand new low.
Hey, welcome me to the party. I brought my own bag. I bought the short shotty. My mission is simple. I came to body, see blood stains on the wall and leave from the party quick. Let me put all y'all again gon' notice. All this underground rap, this belong to black poet. What you think and how it sound to you. Queensbridge again, just run up and put the pound to you.
It's a fear that makes the situation dangerous. They came unprepared to cook up. Their whole style is dried up and flavorless. Don't assume a person of peace isn't skillful at war. I'm that thief from broad day that took everything that you worked for. That forget about your contributions and all your deeds of valor. They say how I left like I lived in such a lively manner. They gave me 8 bars and a mic to convey this simple message. They want to play like they're hardcore, but they're asking for a death wish.
Something a death wish.
The stupid leaves me breathless.
We'll try to get slick.
Fire kids.
Something a death wish.
Fire kids.
Something a death wish.
Make a clap to this. Make a clap to this.
DJ DUBLE.
Black Exposed.
Make a clap to do.
Sister, I'm on it. I'm gonna make you want it. Regardless of all the things that other guys have put you through. Girl, I know about hurting, and I know about losing. No, baby, this time we gonna get it right.
Make a clap to this.
Black Exposed. I'm gonna make you want it.
DJ Double.
I'm gonna make you want it. Regardless of all the things that other guys have put you through. Girl, I know about hurting, and I know about losing. No, baby, this time we gonna get it right. I'm gonna show ya, cause I'm so focused. Yeah, baby, there is still some of us that know how to do things right. Raised by a woman with a strong emotion, taught me how to love and how a man should be on time. I got to be the one. Got to be the one. Got to be the one that I want to be. The one that I like to be.
You're listening to Chuck Claire, Socrates, Cardinal Official.
What about God? And he said she is black. And although this is a very well-known and well-worn story, it is very profound. Because I tell you.
Go ahead, metal in the melanin. Black man, black woman, black baby. Black man, white woman, black baby. White man, black woman, black baby. Nah, I ain't racist, but the numbers cry, say cheese. Pose for the photo, socks doing the promo in slow-mo. You see him blacker than a Rolo. Moi, my wife half Italian. Lady in the street, but in the room she cut like a stallion. Look and close your eyes and respect your woman. It's all ice cream, boy. Take your pick up in the ice cream store. Word to my MF and chef for showing us that left, right, left. Hope burns in the undercurrent of every eve in the jungle. Concrete or foreign, it's all sweet and purring. Still black girl birth to earth. Due to knowledge, concrete or college. And pass.
Hey yo, black is the new black. Born blue, black at the berry, sweet of the curves coming out the back. Damn! Michael Jackson light skin, but he too black. MTV knew that. A black ass on Kim Kardashian. 30 minutes in Jamaica make you turn black fast. Either you smoking dope trying to find Bob Marley, or you drinking rum with the black wolf. Black folk racist against black folk. Come out the sun, I don't want you to get dark. No matter where you're from, go James Brown. Feel me? Black and proud. When you stand up for yourself, they call you black and loud. If you're too black, white folks will black you out. Blackball you from the industry, only to get loud. Bill Clinton was a black man, loved by the left, persecuted by the right hand.
Shot Claire in the club, a short skirt magnet, a full stop. All these girls coming with full stop when the shock steps up on the stage and he smashed it. Yeah, I hit the stage harder when the ill flow steps up. You put your $40 shots up. I spit it in an old cup. I don't need your movements. I'll be here till your grandkids get gray hairs. The spot like the sun's in the air. Go hard like my rent's 4 months in arrears. My papa was a Rolling Stone. I became a chip off the block. Now I just roll on my own. Full steam down the hill. Anything in front getting smoked like no.
Black Exposed. Black Exposed.
You're now in the mix with Canada's illest DJ DUBLE.
I'm up against the monster. He's cool, it's his homies that'll haunt you. Forever relevant, king reign for president, embassy in the star. Currently earth resident, 40-year-old, just lime, no ice with it. The one who give you an advice with it. 4-move blitz, checkmate and concise with it. Pouring and seeing it early like a fight with it. My lyrics stretch out fit it. Here's how you get got, I get it. OG consultation is $1,000 a minute. I may weather the storm, I'm good business. From Sam B to Sam D, nice with it.
I'm Sandra Tyler, and you're listening to Black Exposed on 98.5 CKWR.
DJ Double.
Goddamn lonely. What can I go do?
It's been too long, I've been down on my knees, I've been crying for mercy, please, trying to forgive mercy. They try to take me out, try to manipulate me, try to gaslight my past, can't even stress out shoes. Is it so wrong to fall in love, to love someone so evil like you? Can't even ride the ride, it's been so damn good. And I forgive it, but tonight go do, finna switch it up for you. You gonna chase it, your body's due. Somebody take me, somebody show me, somebody shake me, somebody take me, somebody. It's so trifling, it's so f***ing trifling how you act, but I'm alright.
What's up, guys? How are you guys doing in Kitchener today? It's Zochi.
Beautiful people, I'm Sean Jones from Evanescence. Black Exposed with Sandra Tyler is Canada's only black show on primetime FM radio with all black Canadian music. When you listen to Black Exposed, you are supporting 100% black Canadian music. Help us keep Canadian music alive. Listen live Tuesdays, 6 p.m. at ckwr.com and stream after on Spotify, YouTube, and most streaming services.
Welcome back to Black Exposed with Sandra Tyler. Coming up, renowned black author and friend Wanda Taylor and I, we shut down the restaurant last week working on our upcoming Wanda series. And I'm going to air some of the funniest outtakes of the night. You don't want to miss it. Wanda chats about her new book, The Grover School Pledge, about systemic racism in grade school, and she's working with a Hollywood producer. She's going to chat about that. Plus, she passes the Black Crown to tonight's co-host, Waterloo Region record, crime reporter, Cheyenne Bola. But first, the Canadian reggae diva, Amoy. She's performing at the Cambridge Civic Square this Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Make sure you check it out. This is Amoy with On the Dock on Black Exposed 98.5 CKWR.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, searching for the right words to say. I just wanna know you more. I wanna get to feel you more. I had to make some time to still my mind so you can speak into my heart. Meditating. I don't wanna waste this time. Give me more. And I don't wanna fall behind. Tell me all you need me to know. Send me a word. Send me a word. Send it in the water. Send it with the waves. Send it on the tide. Send it right away. Send it in the music, you know just what I need. Send it across the ocean, send it with the breeze. Send it in the water, send it with the waves. Send it on the tide, send it right away. Send it in the music, you got just what I need. Send it across the ocean, pour into me. Oh, 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 oh. Sitting on the dock of the bay, laying still in the rhythm of the waves, listening so I can feel you close. You can tell me what I need to know the most. I had to take some time, slow down my thoughts so you can speak into my heart. Meditating. I don't wanna waste this life. Give me more. And I don't wanna get swept aside. Open my eyes so I can see the signs. Send me a word. Oh, oh. Send it across the ocean, send it with the breeze, send it in the water, send it with the waves, send it on the tide, send it right away, send it in the music, you got just what I need, send it across the ocean, pour into me, sitting on the dock. Sitting on the dock.
Welcome back to Black Exposed. Mark your calendars for Tuesday, September 12th. The legendary Michael Williams, host of Much Music Soul in the City. He's going to co-host with me, and we're going to chat about the new Much Music documentary releasing this fall. Plus, we're going to talk about the legacy of Michael Williams and all the things that he has created worldwide. You don't want to miss that. That's September 12th. Coming up next, a new add to the Black Exposed playlist. This is Toronto R&B singer Paulo Latang. That Song Again on Black Exposed 98.5 CKWR.
Slip and sliding like I did before. Chains to ring, don't know what's got into me. Jackson 5, Grandmaster Flash, I sleep with this room every time. Midnight star, drink you all night, dancing till the morning light. I remember you and me, we used to be free. Dancing on the dance floor, dancing on the dance floor. Dance. Dancing on the dance floor, dancing on the dance floor, yeah. Get up and dance, what goes around comes back again. I remember when it all began. Music to put you in the mood, get you on the floor to make your body move. Shaka Khan, remember more. Take us back from some LB show. Earth, Wind, Fire, and the Spinners too. Ray Parker had us in the groove. Dinah Ross, Evelyn, Champagne King. Raise a glass to the old school again, again. Free, dancing on the dance floor, dancing on the dance floor. Dance. Free, dancing on the dance floor, dancing on.
I'm Sandra Tyler, and you're listening to Black Exposed on 98.5 CKWR.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? I'm Sean Jones from Evanescence. Check out my Soul in the City artist pick of the week on Black Exposed with Sandra Tyler. For the complete playlist, go to...
I'm Sandra Tyler, and you're listening to Black Exposed on 98.5 CKWR.
Black Exposed presents Past That Black Crown Queen. Girl, Past That Black Crown Queen. I see you, girl. Yeah.
I'm Sandra Tyler. I'm sitting here with Canadian legendary author Wanda Taylor, author of the Grover School Pledge, which just released. It's about systemic racism in grade school. Wanda is here as part of Past That Black Crown Queen, and she's here to talk to us about some new exciting projects that she's working on.
I have 2 books that are coming out in 2024, so I'm in editing stages on those now. One of them is about a group of diverse kids who are really into cultural food and really into poetry, and they find a way to combine those 2 things together. The other one is a nonfiction book, and it's about black pilots and basically encouraging young people that they can have a career in aviation. And I'm also working on a screenplay with another screenwriter. Can't reveal too much about that yet, but we are looking to finish that for an LA producer, so that's pretty exciting. And then also working with some graduate students from the broadcasting course that I teach who have just stepped out and started their own production company. So they have their first job with me executive producing them, following some restaurants in the Scarborough area and shedding light on those and doing a couple of unscripted segments for an HTV series.
We're friends. When you're on set with this famous LA producer, can I come?
Oh my gosh, you need to come. That would be so awesome. We need your personality and we need your energy.
Can I drop your name at these publishing conferences?
Absolutely.
Now, what if I stalked you?
It wouldn't be the first time I've been stalked.
What does it mean to you to be a black queen of publishing?
It means I have the opportunity to open some doors for other black queens to follow. I didn't have that opportunity for me. I kind of bust some doors down, but I live to try to help open those doors for others. So every time I climb a ring of the ladder, I want to pull others up to climb that same ladder with me.
Wanda, do you think we're lifers?
We're lifers.
Wanda and I are friends, and now we're just like two penguins walking around. On the upcoming show, I have a new journalist. Her name is Cheyenne Bolo. She's new to journalism. Do you have any advice for her?
Yes, find allies in the field. Find journalists who have already been doing what you're trying to do and have them in your pocket as allies, because you're going to face challenges along the way in trying to be a journalist, and you don't want to be discouraged. If you have allies that you can just bounce stuff off of, who can support you, give you advice, it's invaluable in this field, especially in today's world.
I have your book, Grover School Pledge, in my backpack. Will you autograph it for me?
Oh, absolutely. I love that. I will.
Okay, awesome. But don't put my name down so I can sell it on the street for lots of money.
Salesperson at heart.
The hustle's real, girl.
Hi, I'm Wanda Taylor, the author of Grover School Pledge, and this is Past That Black Brown Queen. No, it wasn't brown. It was Past That Black Crown Queen. Hi, I'm Wanda Taylor, author of the Grover School Pledge, and this is Past That Black Crown Queen.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, searching for the right words to say. I just wanna know you more. I wanna get to feel you more. I had to make some time to still my mind, so you can speak into my heart. Meditating. I don't wanna waste this time. Give me more. And I don't wanna fall behind. Tell me all you need me to know. Send me your word. Send me your word. Send it in the water, send it with the waves, send it on the tide, send it right away, send it on the music, you know just what I need, send it across the ocean, send it with the breeze, send it in the water, send it with the waves, send it on the tide, send it right away, send it in the music, you got just what I need, send it across the ocean, pour into me. Sitting on the dock of the bay, laying still in the rhythm of the waves, listening so I can feel you close. You can tell me what I need to know the most. I had to take some time, slow down my thoughts, so you can speak into my heart. Meditating. I don't wanna waste this life. Give me more. And I don't wanna get swept aside. Open my eyes so I can see the signs. Send me your word. Send me your word. tide, send it right away. Send it in the music, you know just what I need. Send it across the ocean, send it with the breeze. Send it in the water, send it with the waves. Send it on the tide, send it right away. Send it in the music, you got just what I need. Send it across the ocean, pour into me. Send on the tide. Sitting on the dock, meditating. Sitting on the dock, meditating. Sitting on the dock, meditating. Sitting on the dock.
Black Exposed presents Past That Black Crown Queen. Girl. Past That Black Crown Queen. I see you, girl. Yeah.
Welcome back to Black Exposed. Tonight's our first episode of Past That Black Crown Queen, where we interview local emerging and legendary Black female trailblazers so they can pass their knowledge and experiences to other Black emerging females in the Waterloo region. Co-hosting with me tonight is Cheyenne Bola. Cheyenne is a 24-year-old emerging general assignment reporter for the Waterloo Regional Record. She was a co-host of Trick Magazine, contributor of New Wave Magazine, and fashion writer for Can Culture. She's a graduate of Ryerson University Bachelor of Journalism with a passion for uncovering and understanding local crime and its impact on loved ones. Welcome to Black Exposed, Cheyenne.
Hey, Sandra, thanks for having me.
You have such an incredible resume, and you've only been 2 years working as a journalist.
Yeah.
As an emerging reporter, you grew up in the digital era. What was it that made you want to get into journalism and now work in print journalism?
It was really my love for writing in general that I had growing up. I remember in elementary school, they would have us write journal entries for what we did over the weekend, and that was my favorite part of the morning. So going back that far, I love to write. And when it came up to grade 11, I had to think of practical career choices that mix writing in there. Journalism was just the thing that came top of mind. So it was really my love for writing at first, but I feel as I've progressed in the field these past couple of years, I've really found a love for telling people's stories. And I think that's why I enjoy crime reporting so much, because I get to get out there and find sources and give them a bit of a spotlight for what they're dealing with, and maybe other people will identify with their stories too.
So is that mainly what you focus on at the Record, crime reporting?
Technically, I'm general assignment, so, well, everybody in the newsroom is, so we could take any story that comes our way or we have interest in, but I'm pretty much the crime person. That's my go-to.
As someone that's new to journalism, just in this massive industry that we have, and on top of that, writing about crime, do you find that as a Black woman that you're caught in between writing about crime that might have something to do with Black people?
Yeah, actually, a story that I just wrote that came out yesterday. It was about an 18-year-old boy, he's Black, who was shot and killed in downtown Kitchener. And because that's such a tragic story, obviously it was the worst case scenario where he ended up being killed. Those are always the hardest stories. I think I'm mentally prepared for stories like that. And when I get there, everything goes out the window, and it's like I'm experiencing it again for the first time, because I've done stories like that before, and also dealing with particularly Black boys being killed. And in those scenarios, especially with this recent one, because it's so fresh, I remember just listening to the parents talk about losing such an important person in their life to them, and I couldn't help but think if that was my younger brother or even my younger sister, and how that would be for me. And it can sometimes be hard to not, I guess, become very emotionally attached to the story because I don't identify with the experience, but I can identify with, I guess, that possibly being my sibling. It could be anyone. Yeah, those are the stories that are always so hard.
Here you are at the record. You're a crime reporter and you're dealing with all this real life insight, and you have to find a way to distance yourself from the reality of the situation and not take it home. How did that program prepare you?
Honestly, when it comes to that in particular, not taking it home, I feel like that's maybe something that will just make it a little easier with time. I don't think it's really learned because you're listening to these people's stories that are so close to, they're the parents in this situation. So I feel like any human is going to become very emotionally invested when you're sitting across from somebody, a woman talking about her son dying, a father talking about his son dying. Honestly, I also feel like maybe a part of that is okay, because at the end of the day, we are humans as journalists, and it's not a bad thing that we're sympathizing with people that are dealing with very tragic situations. It wasn't necessarily the program itself. It was the internships that I did after that. I was with the Toronto Star doing an internship. I think the year after I graduated is when I started. I did a few stories like this, even though it was virtual at the time because it was during the pandemic. It doesn't make it any easier to talk to somebody who's dealing with such a tragic situation. I think for me, what I've improved in over time is just asking the right questions, making sure that I'm being sensitive and not making the person or the family, whoever I'm speaking to, feel like I'm just there for a story, because that's not what I'm there for. I know that in these situations too, where somebody has died, sometimes for people talking about it is therapeutic and it helps them. So I always have that in mind too when I'm writing stories like this. And I never want to push people to speak to me if that's not what they're comfortable with.
When you write an article and you throw it out there into the universe, as a Black reporter, how do you deal with if people call or write in and complain about your article?
You know what? I just had a conversation about this today because I got an email about that story I did on the fatal shooting. Since I began, I have been getting emails of people who aren't happy with some things that I write. And it could be as little as they catch a mistake, a spelling mistake, a grammar mistake, and they point it out in not the nicest way. So that's kind of something that I'd say I'm at the point now where I can kind of let it roll off my back. Some stuff, I do take the time to read it, because even if it's often not delivered in the most respectful way, sometimes there is something that I can change in the story, and they do make a valid point. So I don't graze over things, but if I read it and I don't think there's anything I can improve, or this person is just being malicious, I'm at the point where now I can let it roll off my back. Whereas I remember when I was working at the Toronto Star, and that was an internship, I was fresh out of journalism school and very anxious to be actually working and just wanting to prove myself, as I'm sure any other intern would. And when I would get emails like this of people just being very vicious, and sometimes, yeah, I did make a mistake, but those types of emails would hit very hard for me. And I've had people tell me that my reputation is going down the toilet, and I'm a sorry excuse for a journalist. Just very demeaning things that can be very discouraging for somebody that is just freshly in the field. But I'm glad that I continued up to this point, and I got to the point where I've built a thicker skin, and I can continue to produce the work that I'm producing.
How many Black reporters are at the record?
I'm the only one.
Okay. So as the only Black reporter for the Waterloo Region Record, do you not sit back and say, this is my time? Where am I going to take the direction of my role within this company as a trailblazer?
Honestly, I've never really thought about it like that, because, again, like I'm really new to the field, and there's just some things that can only be taught through experience in journalism. So I'm kind of learning as I go, and I am now you caught me at a good time because I'm now also getting to the point where I can finally feel confident in my writing voice and in what I'm putting out. I'm starting to grow in that and be happy with the work that I'm producing. So I think that's something that's from now on into the near future, I would be thinking about where I could grow, because in the past it wasn't even a thought for me.
You are a trailblazer, and you already understand the direction of journalism from someone who's younger. Mm-hmm. Where do you think the direction of journalism is going to go in the future?
I can't really say where it's going to be, but I think journalism and journalists are always going to be important. We're always going to need them. We're going to find ways to evolve with it. Right now, with social media, I know it's very easy for people to get news, and it's easier for people to not have to pay for news. I just encourage people to, if you support journalism, if you support the work that journalists do in taking topics and finding experts and giving you information on things so you can have everything in one place, local perspectives, all the work that journalists do. If you see the value in it, then please, if you can, try to invest in journalism, especially local journalism where you are, because it's the smaller newsrooms that are going to be most impacted first.
Cheyenne, you are a trailblazer. You are the Waterloo Region Record's only Black reporter. Not only that, you're the crime reporter for the Record. That is massive. And you're expanding to go into writing about entertainment and sports. So I thank you. I thank you for all the content that you deliver for us readers, because without you, we wouldn't have the knowledge. You are the beat of KW in so many ways. And I really appreciate you being here. I am happy that I got to have you on the air as one of the Black queens in the Waterloo region, because you do represent a lot of readers. So I thank you for the content and the service you do provide. It is a necessity in our region. And as you know, as our region grows, so will you. So I thank you for being this episode's Black Queen. Thank you, Cheyenne.
Thank you so much.
Black Exposed is Canada's first and only show on primetime FM radio with Black content and all Black Canadian music. You can hear Black Exposed every Tuesday at 6 p.m. You can find me on my socials at Sandra Tyler and at Black Exposed 98.5 CKWR. Stream live on CKWR.com and stream after on Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, and most other streaming services. I'm Sandra Tyler, and you're listening to Black Exposed on 98.5 CKWR. Welcome back to Black Exposed with Sandra Tyler. Tonight is the first series of many of Pass That Black Crown Queen, where we celebrate Black Canadian female trailblazers who pass the crown to emerging Black females up and coming in their artistic journeys. Passing tonight's musical crown is Brampton's Havaya Mighty, an international rap sensation who won the 2022 Juno Award for Rap Album of the Year. She's also performed right here in KW at the first annual Mel Brown Festival. Havaya is passing the crown to Xochitl, Canada's first female Afrobeat singer, nominated for the 2022 Sask Music Awards Emerging Artist of the Year. I've been receiving many emails when I play Havaya or if I play Xochitl, and a lot of listeners think that Xochitl is Havaya, but she's not. So I'm going to play both artists back to back. This is Havaya Mighty Room Service and Canada's Queen of Afrobeats, Xochitl, with Colombia on Black Exposed 98.5 CKWR.
Hold on just a little for me. Can you tick tock, can you flip it on me? Can you turn back and I'll kiss you slowly? You the only one ever did it for me. Hold on just a little for me. Can you hold on just a little for me? Yeah, you know you're too perfect. Come close, yeah, you make me too nervous. D&D, we don't need no room service. Make you scream, you become a new person. your number one speed dial, don't switch it. For you I will fight any fine or ticket. Put you in designer, I ain't got no limits. Please don't give that peasant of a guy your digits. Then, baby, we could get flirty. You know how I do, baby, we could get dirty. We could hit the club, baby, we could get sturdy. I'd do anything for you, but you don't deserve it. Yeah, you know you do perfect. Come close, yeah, you make me too nervous. D&D, we don't need no room service. Make you scream, you become a new person. Yeah. For you, I don't need permit. Turn it up, speed it up, and reverse it. When you come, you gon' see your true purpose.
Wind up your waist, make me give you a shot. Make you forget enemy that you found. You everything, yeah, the cream of the crop. So you should with the team at the top. Wind up your waist, make me make you forget enemy. You everything, yeah. So you should with the team at the top.
That tiki-tak make me so excited. My enemy, you can't stop this smiling. Your love for me, you gon' make me find it. This Hennessy, you gon' make me violent. I tried to let you go, I tried it.
Wind up your waist, make you forget and you everything, yeah, you everything.
Wanna bust up all the tension. It's your body that I wanna press on. Why you being extra? I don't want you looking at no next man. Hold on just a little for me. Can you tick-tock, can you flip it on me? Hold on just a little for me. Yeah, you know you do perfect. Come close, yeah, you make me too nervous. D&D, we don't need no room service. Make you scream, you become a new person. Yeah. For you, I don't need permit. Turn it up, speed it up, and reverse it. When you come, you gon' see your true purpose.
Wind up your waist, make me give you a shot. Make you forget enemy that you found. You everything, yeah, the cream of the crop. So you should with the team at the top. Wind up your waist, make you forget enemy. You everything, yeah. So you should with the team at the top.
It's already done, I need you to go. If it's said to you, you know what they say. It's already fallen, man, I'm alone. It's already past my line. You don't have to call my line. You don't have to keep running. Baby, I can keep scrolling. Me, I know what your pal style. Baby, I ain't here to waste my time. You don't have to keep running. Baby, I can keep scrolling. She wanna go colo, colo, colo. My baby said colo, colo, yeah. She wanna go colo, colo, colo. My baby said colo, colo, yeah. Met a fine girl, straight from the hood. When me try to talk to her, she say she no one follow. Why you start to fire first when me I no come follow? See me try to talk to her, she say she wanna go home, so I fast she high. Then I met another pretty girl, and she really tryna f*** me tricky. Shorty say she never leave me, never leave me. Trip down your waist, I live for you. Pull up your case, I walk for you. Will I be late on time for you? Can't even relate, I be for. She wanna go colo, colo, colo. My baby said colo, colo, yeah. She wanna go colo, colo, colo. My baby said colo, colo, yeah. Me say if I no one leave you alone. Me say if I won't buy Gucci for you. Me say if I no one do what you don't. Me say if I know, yeah. Me say if I know, yeah. So baby, if I pull up on you, baby, you go come outside too. If you wanna vote for me and you, baby, I go to your side for both too. I know if you believe I like you, baby, I go talk true for you. Ever since I met you, baby, I've been having dreams about you and me too. She wanna go colo, colo, colo. My baby said colo, colo, yeah. lady said, Colombia.
Technology.
I'm Sandra Tyler. Join me at the free BIPOC Access Web3 Conference.
Technology.
August 26th and 27th at the Museum Downtown Kitchener.
Are you ready?
Web3 technologies.
Create.
Content creation. Intellectual property.
Create.
Digital marketing and distribution from the leading industry experts like myself. Join me at the free BIPOC Access Web3 Conference. Visit kwbipoc.com.
Create.
I remember reading once somebody said, what if somebody made a documentary that was about white hockey players? And I'm just like, there's a ton of... Check this out. This is Kwame Damon Mason, director of Soul on Ice, past, present, and future. You're listening to Black Exposed on 98.5 CKWR. You dig?
Welcome back to Black Exposed with Sandra Tyler. This week's Black Canadian Artist Spotlight is Nova's Glow from Calgary, Alberta. Nova's Glow is a Black Canadian pop singer, writing and performing for over a decade. Her lyrics are inspired by her journey and freedom from control and expectations. This is Calgary's Nova's Glow with Ghostmaster on Black Exposed 98.5 CKWR.
You got a hand blessed by the light. It's twinkling inside your mind. Your heart shines despite the night, and you dance with daylight. Now you stand in the truth that engulfs what was once you. Clear to see love that lifts beneath. Free your soul as they glow. Confidence is self-becoming, no succumbing, ghosts are running. Can't help but laugh with every breath. All this noise, welcome the dead. The gift of still rises from death, revealing truth you reflecting your darkest of views are renewed. Free your soul as they glow. Confidence dissolve. Self-becoming, no succumbing, ghosts are running. And now, wrongs all are resolved. All illusions back and forth. Self-becoming, no succumbing, ghosts are running. What was great seemed real bleak, hard to find and hard to seek, but those days gave all the love you need.
The first time I was called a nigger, it made me feel small, made me feel dirty, made me feel embarrassed, ashamed. I do remember being 12 years old, being allowed to take the TTC now to middle school, and an older white woman wasn't happy with what she would call the noise, or being rowdy apparently to her. Looked right at me and said, "Shut up, nigger." It hit me like hard. You didn't call me one or the other. You called me both. Oh God, it's so amazing how powerful memories are, eh?
I traveled a long road just so you would listen. I traveled a long road, just me and my intuition. Nobody seemed to understand just why I left with the clothes on my back. They asked why such a drastic change. I just know that my decision will put me on track. That's why I travel the long road. So
again. Feel good inside again. Baby, even laugh again. Hey, I'm gonna travel. They close so many doors on me, so I climb right in the window. 'Cause as long as I can breathe, I'll see that my spirit is protecting me. Ooh. They say that good things come to those who have the patience to remain the same. Don't sacrifice your everything just to be some temporary vision that's gonna change. You gotta travel the long road so you can smile again. Feel good inside again. Baby, even laugh again. Hey, you gotta travel. Just let your heart carry you through, 'cause it knows what you're trying to do. And love is such a beautiful truth. It gives strength to make it through. Ooh. When you're walking down the road of life, keep your head up and get ready to run. Ooh. 'Cause your pride may have to bear the pain, but it's a sacrifice the chosen few will have to make. You gotta travel the long road so you can smile again. Feel good inside again. Ooh, baby, even let's forget. You're listening to Amoy on Black Exposed.
That's it for tonight's Black Exposed. Special thanks to Black Queens, renowned author Wanda Taylor. You can catch her new book, The Grover School Pledge, about systemic racism in grade school, and it's out now everywhere. And thanks to KW's crime reporter, Cheyenne Bola. Thanks to DJR Double for the Black Exposed Drive Home Street Mix. And next weekend, I'm at the BIPOC Access Web3 Conference downtown Kitchener. Black Exposed is the official media sponsor, and I'll be hosting a content creation workshop. The conference is great for creatives, influencers, artists who want to learn how to protect their intellectual property, navigate Web3 technologies, and learn about content creation. For more information, BIPOCaccess.ca. Best part is the 2-day Access Web3 conference is free. And I just wanted to personally say to all the Black beautiful queens out there, you're all trailblazers, and God is getting ready to increase your influence and your favor. I can feel it. So please don't give up. I don't know who I'm talking to, but don't give up. This is your time to shine. Own it, believe it, receive it, and share it with others. I'm Sandra Tyler. Celebrate your blackness in every shade. Stay blessed. Good night.
I know it gets annoying when I ask if you still love me. Just a product of my experience, learning to love myself through loving you. Never had someone show me how to improve, trying to make you leave just to beat you to the punch. But somehow you still put up with all my shit. Nothing before you exist, nothing before you exist, nothing before you exist. I'm convinced that heaven exists.
Cause nothing before you exists, nothing before you exist, hey. No, I'm blessed and highly favored, asking God to let me see another day. I'm blessed, I don't have much, I usually learn the hard way. Gotta count, highly favored every time that I wake up. No, I'm not worthy, but I got a purpose. There ain't no other way but to stay prayed up every day, every day, every day, every day I wake up. Every day, every day, every day before my makeup. Every day, every day, every day, yeah. Every day, every day, every day. I know I'm blessed and highly favored, asking God to let me see another day. Like every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day. Gotta stay prayed up.
Black Exposed is Canada's first and only show on primetime FM radio with black content and all black Canadian music. You can hear Black Exposed every Tuesday at 6 p.m. You can find me on my socials at Sandra Tyler and at Black Exposed 98.5 CKWR. Stream live on CKWR.com and stream after on Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, and most other streaming services.
I'm Sandra Tyler, and you're listening to Black Exposed on 98.5 CKWR.